Hey everybody, Chef Laura here, cooking with your pearls on. We're gonna finish off our ghee. Our ghee has been cooking on the stove for well over an hour. It was 3 pounds of unsalted butter. I like it to get really dark and caramelized. It brings out that nutty flavor, a little bit of that like maple syrup kind of flavor. It's just fabulous. So what we're gonna do is transfer it first off of the heat onto my hot pad here. And I've got my very special butter pot holder there, oven mitt. Turn off that heat. That heat has been slow and low this whole time. Really the goal of ghee is kind of just forget about it. Don't leave the kitchen, but just let it do its thing. All these milk solids kind of come out to the top. You see that? We are gonna get rid of that. Now, if you're feeling brave, you can use a soup spoon and get in there. Just this pan is insanely hot, so don't let that metal touch you. Whatever method you prefer, you take the back of the ladle, you make a little whirlpool, all the stuff goes to the side, the edge, and then you can easily lift it and scrape it out. So ghee is from the Indian culture, and it is just pure liquid gold fat. It is derived from butter, but with all the dairy component removed. So then it becomes what we call compatible for a Whole30 lifestyle. So my April group started last week of prep, and tomorrow is day 1. And so this is a great pantry item. You can buy ghee, but it's actually very simple to make and quite fun. So we have removed all of that. You see that? We don't need that anymore. Let it harden up, and then don't put it down the disposal, you guys. Put it into your trash. You don't want all that kind of fat clogging up your sink, all right? Give your ladle a little rinse, and now we are ready to dismount. So we have a wide jar with a wide mouth funnel on top, a strainer, and then as an added little bonus, a slice or a piece of cheesecloth. So this is gonna collect any little particulates, and you'll just be left with pure liquid gold. Now I'm not gonna go to the bottom of the pan, because the bottom of the pan is where all those other milk solids settled and have caramelized. So I'm just skimming from the top, gently, up and over we go. It made that little sizzle. Did you hear that little sizzle? That's partially because my ladle wasn't super dry. It was like a little bit wet, so just be careful. Oil and water don't mix. And it's also kind of like sizzling against the cheesecloth. It'll start to calm down. And look at that, you guys. Pure, liquid, gold, nutty ghee. So I saute with this. It has a high smoke point because the milk solids have been removed. I put this on top of a baked potato or sweet potato. I put a little scoop every morning into my bulletproof coffee. There we go. So I'll continue to do the rest of the jars, but I just wanted to show you now. Pro tip right here, right now. Let me move that over. This jar is insanely hot. Do not grab it like that. Just leave it alone. Then what you can do is you can put your lid on it. If you have ball jars like this is already made ghee, it'll actually pull that suction down and it'll be shelf stable. If not, a regular jar that you've reused can work well. It is shelf stable, you guys. There's no dairy in it. So I keep these in my pantry, and then I always have one out room temperature right at my counter to cook with. So don't touch the glass. It's gonna be real hot. You can lightly finger tight that lid on, and then after it cools down, you can tighten it up a little bit more. Let it be, it'll solidify, and that is homemade ghee. Takes a little longer, but worth it. More affordable than store-bought, and I think tastes a little bit better. This has been Chef Laura, cooking with your pearls on. Have a great night.